Hello everyone, welcome to your last lesson of the morning, and it is SPaG. So I'm just going to share my screen with you straight away, and we are going to look at our LI, which is to identify and use adverbials of time. We've done this a little bit, but we're still, as a class, forgetting to put the comma after our fronted adverbial to separate our clauses there. So that's a real focus when you're practicing these at home. Okay, so just as a quick starter, our word of the day, lots of long words this week actually. Today is ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. The prefix ambi refers to anything to do with both. So if you ever see ambi at the beginning of a word, typically always it means both. Okay? Ambidextrous itself is basically the ability to use both hands equally well. So it might mean your handwriting is just as neat and you're just as confident with your left hand and your right hand. It might be an Olympic athlete that throws the javelin. Maybe they could throw it equally well with their left arm, their left hand, as they can with the right side of their body. Okay, so it's the ability to use both hands just as well as one another. Pause this screen and have a little think about these three questions here. We often ask these questions and discuss these at the beginning of every SPaG lesson at the moment, so hopefully we can use some of that prior knowledge. Okay. If you're struggling or you just want a little bit of reassurance, the next few slides will break those words down. So adverbs tell us more information about a verb. It might tell us when a verb was completed, how a verb was completed, where a verb was completed, how often a verb is completed. Okay, here, see if you can identify what type of adverb we are using. So I jumped quickly. Our verb is jumped. I jump, you jump, we all jump. That's our way in class that we always remember how to identify those doing words. How did you jump? You jumped quickly. That adverb quickly gives us more information. I walked briskly. I skipped merrily. Okay, see if you can change the words in red, those adverbs, to a different adverb. Instead of quickly, which refers to time or manner, can you maybe change it to place? Where did you jump? An adverbial phrase lends itself a little bit better to place, because normally it's as a short phrase instead of just one word. So I went to the shops to buy some chocolate. We've got went and buy. And our phrase, instead of just one adverb, earlier, we've got earlier on this morning. I played on my PlayStation. When did you play on your PlayStation? Before dinner. So that adverbial phrase gives me more information about your clause here, your main clause. Again, I practice my gymnastics. Where did you practice your gymnastics? On the balancing beam. Finally then, a fronted adverbial combines the two. You either have an adverb or an adverbial phrase before, at the start of your sentence. I played netball on the playground. When did you do that? Yesterday. So yesterday, comma, really important we get the comma in here. I played netball on the playground. Before it got too dark, comma, I went outside to play with my friends. Angrily, comma, I threw my controller on the floor. You could rearrange that to I threw my controller on the floor angrily. When we ask you to use different clause types in your writing, this is what we're asking you to do. So today we're focusing on those fronted adverbials with a comma separating your clauses. So your task is to be doing that but for time-related frontal adverbials. So I don't want you to tell me where a verb was taking place. I don't want you to tell me how a verb was taking place. I want you to tell me when. So yesterday, previously, in the morning, after dinner. Here are your 5 clauses to extend by adding in a frontal adverbial. The first one has been done for you on the next slide. If you're confident without the example, see what you get for your first one. So I ate my dinner, number 1. As quickly as I could, comma, I ate my dinner. Okay? So whilst this is still manner in a way, how, it also tells me when. It's still related to time because it was as quickly as you could. What we might do is we might say, yesterday, comma, I ate my dinner. Challenge X, can you extend that sentence further to make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more detailed? As quickly as I could, comma, I ate my dinner before anyone else and ran to the living room to choose the Friday night film for movie night. So I'll just show you the other 4 clauses that you have to extend with a frontal adverbial. Don't forget your comma after your frontal adverbial. Enjoy your lunch after this, and I look forward to your German lesson and your music lesson afterwards. Bye-bye, your foot.